Good afternoon. Yesterday we have discussed about the square root of complex numbers. Only one method we have discussed. I have hinted the second method. Now I am repeating this for your benefits. Square root of a complex number. I have told you the example, but not the theoretical part. I will discuss now the theoretical portion. You see, I have told you the square root or any root of a complex number is a complex number, and any power of a complex number is also a complex number. Let as a plus ib is a complex number, let its square root be a complex number. A complex number. So, squaring both sides, both sides, what you will get? A plus ib is x square iy whole square plus 2ixy. So, that implies a plus ib is equal to x square minus y square, because I square is minus 1. So, it is minus I to xy. You see, comparing real and imaginary parts, on both sides, both the sides. You see, yes, this is real, yes, this is imaginary. We get x square minus y square is equal to a, and 2xy is equal to b. That implies 4x square y square is equal to b square. So, why will take 4x? Why will take simple 2x? So, it will be better for us. Why will take? We will not take that. This will solve our purpose. Okay? No. Yes. Right. Now, x square plus y square whole square is equal to x square minus whole square plus 4 x square y square, right? So, that will be a square, this will be b square. Achha. From these two, what you will see? Right here, from 1 and 3, adding, we get, because this is y square go, we will get 2x square is equal to yes, a plus a square plus b square, right? Here this is because the square is there, so it is always positive. See, this is positive. So, ultimately, when we will get x square, this will be root this. That implies, let us take this x square plus y square is equal to root over of a square plus b square. This is 3, right? adding this one, these three, 1 and 3, right. So get this. So by solving, x square is equal to half of a plus root over of a square plus b square, then x will be plus minus half whole into a plus this. Similarly, you can find y, value of y, and ultimately we will put the value of x and you will get the required square root. Now let us take this. What is the second method? Second method is like this, you see. Second method is like this, expressing in the given complex number as a perfect square. Let us take the example 7 minus 24i. This is question. Find square root, right, of this. Answer. Let 7 minus 24i root, yesterday we have discussed, is x plus I y. Squaring, we get 7 minus 24i is equal to x square plus I y whole square plus I into 2xy. I is there. So this is equal to 7 minus 24i is equal to x square minus y square plus I 2xy. Comparing real and imaginary parts, comparing both sides by the property equality of two complex numbers, you get x square minus y square is equal to 7 and 2xy is equal to minus 24, from which that implies x square plus y square whole square is equal to x square minus y square whole square plus 4 x square y square. This is ultimately what? 7 square plus minus 24 whole square, that is 49 plus 576, which is ultimately 625. This is square, that means x square plus y square is equal to 25. We are taking the plus 1. This is 3 from 1 and 3, adding 1 and 3 adding, we get 2x square is equal to 32, implies x square is equal to 16. That implies x is equal to plus minus 4. Similarly, by subtracting 1 and 3, we can find y is equal to plus minus 3. Therefore, required root is equal to, because here is a minus sign is there, so we will take plus or minus 3y. This is the answer. But we come to the same question here. You see how you can easily do this problem. That is, question is 7 minus 24i. I will express this here. See, I will express this how. That is 16. You see, 16 minus 9. This is for 7, and this is minus 24i. So this is how much? 4 square. 16 is 4 square, and 3i minus 2 into 4 into 3i. You see, this is a square plus b square minus 2ab, that is a minus b whole square, that is 4 minus 3i whole square, which is 7 minus 24i is this. That implies 7 minus 24 I is equal to plus minus 4 minus 3i. This answer. This one is easier process. I am giving another example also. See, say find the square root of 512i. Find this square root. You see, how will find this? Please see, you are given at 5 plus 12i. You see the trick. 5 is there. How will 2 is there, a is there, b is there. We will have to this. We have to spend this. That is, and we have to 5 9 minus 4. This 2 is there. 2 is there. Then 3. This 3. This is 2i. You see this. This is 3 square. 2i square 2 3 into 2i, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, that is nothing, 3 plus 2i whole square, 5 plus 12i. This method is easier. That applies 5 plus 12i root is equal to plus minus 3 plus 2i. This is the answer. So these are the easier method. Also you can take also another question. Let us take another question by this method. It is minus 15 minus 89. Find root of minus 15 minus 8i. Yes. So answer minus 15 minus 8i. So you can write like this. Minus 16 plus 1 is minus 15, minus 2 into 4 into I, that is 4i square. This should be 1, right? You have to adjust this. 4i square plus 1 square minus 2 into 4i into 1, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab, this is a. So this is 1 minus 4i whole square. This is minus 15 minus 8i. Therefore root over minus 15 minus 8i is equal to plus minus 1 minus 4i. This is answer. These are the easier method. Now let us go to other things we will have to discuss. That in the previous class we was discussed about to Argand plane, that is imaginary axis is when we plot a point in the Cartesian plane we have xy coordinates, but when we plot a complex number that is having imaginary part, that is on the y axis, that plane is called Argand plane. Now let us discuss about the solution of quadratic equation in the complex system. Solution of quadratic equations in the complex system. In the complex system. We will just now discuss about this these complex systems. Now these are yes. Now solve the equation. Solve the equation 4x square plus 9 is equal to 0. This is obviously a quadratic equation. We have to solve this. Yes. 4x square plus 9 is 0, implies 4x square plus 9 is there, or yes, 4x square minus 9 into I square is 0. That implies 4x square, because as I square is equal to minus 1. अच्छा 4x square minus 3i whole square is 0. That implies 2x whole square minus 3i whole square is 0. That implies there is a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b is 0. That implies 2x plus 3i into 2x minus 3i is equal to 0. When both the product of two factors are 0, that implies either 2x plus 3i 0 or 2x minus 3i is 0, correct. That implies 2x is equal to minus 3i, x is equal to minus 3 by 2 I, and this is 2x is equal to 3i, x is equal to 3 by 2 I. So, we have solved this question, right. Now, let us solve another question. X square minus 14x plus 13 is equal to 0. X square okay. Actually we have read in the quadratic equation, this equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is called a quadratic equation. D is called the discriminant, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. If d is equal to 0, then roots are equal. Roots are real and equal. If d is positive, roots are real and unequal. If d is negative, roots are imaginary. This is the concept here. Now let us take equation x square minus 4x plus 13 0. You see here, here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 13, d is equal to b square minus 4ac. What is that? B square is minus 4 whole square plus 4, a is 1, c is 13. So, this is 16 minus 52. So, this becomes 6 this is minus 30, which is negative, this comes here. So, in this case roots are imaginary. So, we have to solve this, because yes, you can solve this given x square minus 4x plus 13 is 0. We can apply this this middle term expansion that you have read in schools. This is x square minus 9x is 13 is how much? Minus 4x plus 4, no, minus 4, sorry. So it can be solved like this, minus, no, it cannot be solved by this. This is minus 4x plus 4 plus 9 is 0. You see, this is how much? X square minus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square plus 9 is 0. That implies x, this is x minus 2 whole square. Yes, you can take this side, you can take that, you can take that 9 to this side also. So this becomes minus 9, which is equal to 3i whole square, right? Or also you can write like this, x minus 2 square minus 3i whole square is 0. Also you can write like this, which is like this, x minus 2, that is a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b 0. This is a plus b, this is a b, this is a b. Okay, so that implies x minus 2 plus 3i is equal to 0, or x minus 2 minus 3i is 0. That implies x is equal to 2 minus 3i, and here that implies x is equal to 2 plus 3i. This is the answer, I hope. Yes, 2 plus 3i, 2 minus 3i, you got the, you have solved this question. Now let us do another problem. Yes, let us do some other problem also. You see, this is the discriminant should be negative, so that we will get the complex roots. Now let us take another question. Question is 9x square minus 12x plus 20. 9x square minus 12x plus 20 is equal to 0. Yes, you see here a is what? A is 9, b is minus 12, c is 20. Therefore, d is b square minus 4ac, that is minus 12 square minus 4 a c. This is 144 minus this is how much? 720, I hope. Yes. So this becomes you see 720, 144. This is a minus 576, which is negative. So d is negative. So we will get the complex roots. Now 9x square minus 12x plus 20 is equal to 0. I have told you this should, you should expand this as a perfect square. That is I mean 3x square, 3x whole square minus 2, this is a, this is a square, na? This is a square. So this is 3x, what remains? This is 4. Yes, no, sorry 2. Yes, now you add this 2 square, subtract this also, this will be easier way, right? I have added this, subtract this to make it a perfect square, this one. So this becomes 3x minus 2 whole square, and this becomes minus 4 plus 20 is equal to 0. That implies 3x minus 2 whole square. This becomes how much? Plus 16 is 0. That implies 3x minus 2 whole square minus of minus 16 is 0. That implies 3x minus 2 whole square minus 4I whole square is 0, as I square is equal to minus 1. So, this is a square minus b square. So, this becomes 3x minus 2a plus b into a minus b is equal to 0. That implies either this bracket is 0 or this bracket is 0. If 3x minus 2 plus 4I is equal to 0, or 3x minus 2 minus 4I is equal to 0, that implies 3x is equal to how much? 2 minus 4I, and here 3x is equal to 2 plus 4I. That implies x is equal to 1 by 3, 2 minus 4I. Here x is equal to 1 by 3, 2 plus 4I. I hope you got the answer. Yes. Just do some other problems also. Let us do some other short questions also. You see, you may get short questions like this. Like these questions, you see, you may ask find square root. Find square root of I. Very good question, very good short question for entrance examinations. You see, you see how we are doing these problems. It's 2I, we are adjusting this. This becomes, we will add and subtract, correct? 1 minus 1 plus 2I. Right, that is to half 1 plus I square plus 2I. That is equal to half 1 plus I whole square. This is root. Plus minus 1 by root 2 1 plus I. Similarly, you may have asked this question, root of minus I, the same process. You may write like this. These two are very important questions. See this I have added 1 and subtracted 1, right? So, this is half 1 plus I square minus 2I, right? So, you see this becomes half into 1 minus I whole square. So, ultimately this answer will be 1 by root 2 1 minus I. So, you may get short questions like this. Now, let us discuss as per syllabus cube roots of unity, which is in your syllabus. Okay, we will discuss the cube roots of unity and its properties. This is the last part. cube roots of unity, I mean 1. We have to find this. Let cube root of unity is x. As you write this, square root of say 25. How we symbolize this? Like this, cube root of 25. How we will write? His 3. Fifth root, so let us write fifth root of 25. How will write? Here, like this. So we have to find out the cube root of unity, that is in our syllabus. Let us think, every student, that square root of 1 is 1. No, square root of 1 is not 1, that is plus minus 1. Similarly, cube root of unity you have to find. So obviously you think that cube root of unity is 1. No. So let us this, cubing both sides. Cubing both sides. What you will get? You see, this is 1, like this 1 by 3. When you cube this by laws of indices, so this becomes 1, right? Ultimately, or you can write like this, x cube is equal, I have changed the sides, x cube is equal to 1, or I can write like this, x cube minus 1 is 0. What is my intention? Because I have to apply the formula, this formula, that is a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b whole into a square plus ab plus b square. I have to apply here this formula, here I will not have this formula. So this becomes, you see, this will be, you see, this is a and this is b. Let us write like this again, x cube minus 1 cube is 0. That implies by this formula, x minus 1, this is a minus b, or into a square plus x plus 1 is 0, is 0. So you see, here we have two factors, that implies either x minus 1 is 0 or x square plus x plus 1 is 0. So here, right, you see, this is a equation actually, this is equation, please see, this is equation with unknown x is of degree x. So there will be 3 values of this x. When we talk about this polynomials, you have that idea with unknown. Suppose x square minus 1 is 0. So here the polynomial unknown is x, power is 2. So there are 2 values, that is x is plus 1 or minus 1. Here power is 3. So we will get 3 values of x. If it is n, then we will get n values of x. That means there will be nth root of unity. That is not in the syllabus, but you have to know these things later on. Can you understand what I am telling? Because here power is 3, so we will get 3 values of x. You see, first here x minus 1 is 0 means x is equal to 1. You get 1 value here. Now come to this place. This is a quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation in x, which is like this, x square plus x plus 1 is 0, a b c. Here a is 1, b is 1, c is 1. Okay, by the formula we know x, value of x is equal to minus b plus minus root over of b square minus 4ac by 2. So put the values of ABC. This is minus 1 plus minus 1 square minus 4 into 1 by 2. So this will be minus 1 plus minus this 1 minus 4 by 2, right. So this becomes minus 1 plus minus minus 3 root by 2. So there still be minus 1 plus minus root 3 I by 2, because you see this is most important, minus 1 is there, root over minus 1 is I. So this becomes minus 1 plus minus root 3. So here x has two values, we give them some names. X is equal to minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2 is called omega, is called omega, and x is equal to minus 1 by root 3 I by 2, yes, is also called, is symbolized as omega square, right. So we get three roots of unity. What are those? We get 1 omega and omega square. So we get 3 cube roots of unity. Those are 1 omega square. This omega is minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2, and this one is minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. This omega square. Now we will read the properties of cube roots. Properties of cube roots of unity. Properties of cube roots of unity. 1. Sum of cube roots of unity is 0. This is very important properties. These are very important for solving problems. That is 1 plus omega square is 0. Let us prove this, because you have found out this. LHS, this is 1 plus omega square. You should take these values, 1 plus minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2 plus minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. So this is LCM is 2, this is 2, this is minus 1 plus root 3 I minus 1 minus root 3 I. You see this goes, this 2 goes. So this is 0 by 2 is 0, this is proved. This RHS is proved. From which we get omega plus omega square is minus 1, 1 plus omega is equal to minus omega square. 1 plus omega square is minus omega. You see, these are for problem solving. From this we get this 3, right? Second one, right? Achha. Each imaginary, these are called imaginary roots. These are this omega and omega square. This is a real root. This is a real root of one unity. These are called imaginary roots of unity. Imaginary roots of 1, that is unity. Each imaginary unit, each imaginary root is square of the other, square of the other. That is, omega square is omega square and omega square is omega. You prove this. Proof CC. Omega square. What is omega? That is minus 1 plus root 3I by 2. We are making this square. So, this is minus 1 square plus root 3I square plus 2 minus 1 root 3I by 2. So, what you will get? 1. This is minus 3 minus 2 root 3I by 2. So, this is minus 2 root 3I by 2. So, this is minus 1 minus root 3I what happened? Oh, sorry, 4, sorry. It is square, na? 4. This is 4. This is 4. So, this becomes 2. When we cancel the 2, so this becomes omega square. Proved. Please see. Then you come to this side. This proof, you see. Omega square is what? What omega square is there? Minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2 square. This is, you see, minus 1 square plus root 3 I whole square minus 2, right, minus 2 into minus 1 into minus root 3I by 4, because I was taking the square, right. So, this becomes 1, this is minus 3, this becomes how much? Minus plus minus 2 root 3 I by 4. So, this becomes oh sorry. So, when we are taking square, all will be positive, because take the minus of this, all will be positive. I am sorry, the all will be positive, say this will be positive. Why you will take? You see, you can, if I am writing this again, please for your clarification, you see, again I am writing it again, you see. Suppose you take the, here both are minus, you take the minus sign common, so minus of 1 plus root 3I by 2 whole square. So, this 1 plus root 3I square plus 2 root 3I by 4. So, this becomes 1 minus 3 plus 2 root 3I by 4. So this equals minus 2 plus 2 root 3i by 4. So this is minus 1 plus root 3i by 2. But this is nothing. This is omega. This is proved. It's proved. Right. Now this third property is product. Product of cube roots of unity is equal to 1. That is 1 product of highlight, that is 1 into omega square is equal to 1, or omega q is equal to 1. Let's take the proof. Yes. Acha, LHS is 1 into omega square. 1 into omega is that one, minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and this one is omega square, this is omega, minus 1 minus root 3i by 2, this is omega square. See, 1 is alright, this is a plus b into a minus, what is that? Minus 1 square root 3i square, and this is by 4, 2 into 2 is 4. So this becomes 1 minus 3 I square by 4, 1 this plus 3 by 4, that is 4 by 4 is 1, because I square is minus 1. So you prove this that is 1, this is nothing, this omega q is 1, proved. Right. Now let us write let's write, that's not there, powers of omega. Let's see. The fourth property, here I can write the fourth property is the powers of omega. You see, omega q is 1, omega 4 is omega. How it happens? As omega 4 is equal to omega q into omega, that is 1 into omega, that is omega, and omega 5 is what? That is omega square. As omega 5 is equal to omega q into omega square, omega q is already 1, so 1 into omega square is omega square. And so how will write this? How will describe this one? You see, omega 1 is omega, omega power 1 is omega, omega 2 is omega, omega 3 is 1, omega 4 is omega q into omega, that is 1 into omega, that is omega. Omega 5 is omega 3 into omega square or omega 4 into omega, that is 1, that is omega square, right? This is omega square. Omega 6 is omega q into omega q, that is omega 5 into omega, that is omega square into omega, that is omega q is equal to 1. So, what we have learnt here, I mean what you have learnt here is this, let's say you see, if the power of omega is a multiple of 3, then value will be equal to 1. Then the value will be equal to 1. Yes. Now, problems of omega is not here in the book, so you may face some problems of right. So you may face problems like this. You see, problems. Suppose find value of omega 6 plus omega 5 plus omega 4. Yes. What will this? What is the value? And the value of this. You find what will the answer? Answer will be like this. Omega 6 to the power omega 5, omega 4. Omega 6 is what? I have told you omega square is 1. What is omega 5? It is omega square. What is omega 4? Is omega. What is this? Then this is 1. But rearranging, I have changed this place to this place. So 1 plus omega plus this is 0. Answer is 0. So you may face questions like this. Okay. And also you may take another question, like question you may take like this. Suppose find value of omega to the power 12 plus omega to the power 10 plus omega to the power 8. How will solve this? You see, omega to the 12 means omega 3 to the power 4 plus omega 8 3 to the power omega 3 into omega, and this will be omega 3 square into omega square. So you will get this. You know the value of omega q is here. So what you will get? This is 1 to the power 4 plus this is 1 to the power q into omega plus 1 to the power square into omega square. So, ultimately we will get 1 plus omega square which is equal to 0. Thank you. This our complex number is completed. Thank you.